All right, let's get right into it. We're going to discuss a significant choice. It's the life you're living right now versus the one you could be building. And look, this isn't about making a few minor changes here and there. Nope. We're talking about questioning the entire story of your life. Think about that for a second. Most people don't fail because they aren't capable. That's a pretty bold statement because it yanks away our number one excuse. It's telling us the problem isn't that you're not talented enough or smart enough. So if that's true, if we all have what it takes, then what in the world is getting in our way? And boom, there it is. That's the punchline. The reason we fail is that we settle for less. It's like we're just grabbing a pre-made life off a conveyor belt. You know, the one designed by our parents, our teachers, or just society. And we just put it on and accept it instead of having the guts to write our own story. Okay, so that's the problem. We're living someone else's story. The big question then is, how do we get out? How do you escape a script that feels so normal? It all kicks off with asking yourself one really tough question, and here it is. Be honest with yourself. Are you really living your life, or are you just living out the result of what someone else told you to think? Are you following your own gut, your own principles, or are you just marching in line, stuck in this cage built from other people's ideas? The source material calls this dogma. And yeah, it might feel safe and comfortable in there, but let's be real. A cage is still a cage. So what keeps us locked in that cage, you know? What's the biggest thing holding us back? Well, it's not some big evil enemy out there. The real enemy is inside us. And what's worse, it pretends to be our friend. I'm talking about our feelings and that relentless pull toward what's comfortable. And this is where the battle lines are drawn. Look at this. On one side, you've got feelings. We're always waiting to feel motivated, but our feelings are total liars. They'll whisper in your ear, you're too tired, or just start tomorrow, or come on, you've earned a break. But principles are a whole different game. They don't care how you feel. They make you act anyway. Principles are what actually build a future. And the path of just following your feelings, well, you can see where that leads, straight to nowhere. That's how many days are in a year, and it's also a pretty terrifying way to think about your time debt. See, every single day that you choose comfort, that you choose to wait, you're not just losing one day, you're losing a lifetime. You're actually pushing your entire future further and further away. One day of doing nothing can literally set you back a whole year. Look, I'm not trying to be harsh here, but we have to be honest about what's at stake. Think about it like this. Your comfort is like a pillow, and your hope is like a tiny little plant trying to grow. Every time you choose comfort, you're pressing that pillow down, smothering the life right out of your own hope. You are literally sabotaging the very future you say you want. So, okay, if comfort is the enemy and our feelings can't be trusted, then what are we supposed to fight with? What's our weapon? Well, this leads us to the actual test of who you are. The objective measure of your spirit is in how you act when things are going great. It's how you act when everything has completely fallen apart. And I want you to really let this sink in, because it's a massive shift in thinking. The human spirit, it's not some magical thing you're born with. It's not about being naturally strong. No, it's what's left over after you've been totally and completely defeated. It's that moment you decide, you choose to get back up and start all over again, even when every part of you is screaming to give up. Because here's the hard truth. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't. Nobody is riding in on a white horse to save you. There's no curveball adjustment from the universe. Your challenging circumstances, your bad luck, all the reasons why you can't, they mean nothing. The only thing that actually matters is what you do next. So what are you going to do about it right now? All right, this is it. This is where it all comes together. We're now at the final stage, and it's the most crucial one. It's all about taking back control. It's time to stop playing a part in a story somebody else wrote for you and finally become the author of your own. I love this analogy. Picture your life like it's a skyscraper, and you're not building it from the ground up, you're doing a total remodel. So first thing you do is you rip out that old crumbling foundation, the one made of what other people think, and you pour a new one made from your own inner voice. Then you tear down that shaky framework that's built on feelings that change every 5 minutes, and you replace it with solid steel beams of unshakable principles. And what do you get? You turn a life that was happening to you into your very own unwritten story. This is the statement that changes the whole game. It's not something you hope for, it's something you declare as a fact. Right this second, your past, your present, your future, everything has to bow to this one truth. I am in control here. And now we boil it all down. Let's cut through all the noise, all the excuses, all the complicated reasons why not. It all comes down to just 2 simple words, and it's not a question. Fact states that you need to burn into your brain. I can. You need to repeat this to yourself over and over until it becomes your reality. This isn't some cheesy motivational poster stuff. This is about literally rewiring your brain. Think about it. You've spent years, maybe decades, listening to that little voice in your head that says you can't. It's time to break free from that old programming. You have to drown that voice out with a new one, a louder one. I can. And so that's where we're going to leave it. It's all on you now. The page in front of you is blank. The pen is in your hand. All the noise, all the excuses, they're gone. The only thing left is your choice. Your story is just sitting there, waiting. So what's the first word going to be?